and resources to seek the most compensation for your injuries. Call now.
TV23's Internet, provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the High Plains with news, weather, and information. From TV23 Studios in Sublet, this is High Plains Today.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to High Plains Today. It is Monday, April 23rd, 2018. On today's show, my good friend, Mr. Michael Stewart. Now, he is the Scout Executive and CEO, Santa Fe Trail Boy Scouts of America. They got some new programs going on, including a passport, and I have it right here. It's a passport to adventure. We're going to talk about it. In the meantime, let's see what's happening. All right, on Thursday, April 12th, the Albuquerque Police Department arrested 26-year-old Michael Moore, and then on Monday, April 16th, the Albuquerque Police Department arrested 27-year-old Diana Moreno, both on arrest warrants issued in Seward County District Court. The arrests were for the first-degree murder regarding the homicide of Luis Moreno. Now, back in November of last year, Liberal Police Department investigators were notified that Mr. Moreno was found deceased in rural Sherman County, Texas. Texas authorities suspected foul play, and a subsequent autopsy confirmed Mr. Moreno's death was a homicide. Now, they are both being currently held at the Bernalillo County Jail, awaiting extradition back to Seward County with a $500,000 bond apiece. Now, Mr. Moreno's estranged wife, Nancy Moreno of Liberal, has already been arrested and is currently awaiting trial. Garden City Community College student Austin Robertson was arrested in connection to an armed robbery at Time Out last week. He is being held on charges of aggravated robbery with a dangerous weapon, conspiracy to commit robbery, distribution of marijuana, and interfering with law enforcement. He is also awaiting trial for 2 counts of third-degree criminal sexual conduct after allegedly raping a woman in her off-campus apartment last summer at Michigan State University. Now, during high school, he was arrested on a battery charge after a female classmate accused him of touching her inappropriately. Now, after his dismissal from Michigan State University, Robertson was permitted to move to Kansas and play football at Garden City Community College while he awaited trial. Letters from 4 former Garden City Community College cheerleaders and dancers, and another from the mother of a 5th former cheerleader, detailing allegations of misconduct by former college cheer coach Bryce Knapp, led to public comments made by 3 community members and a former cheerleader during the April 10th Board of Trustees meeting. Now, Knapp, who resigned suddenly on March 29th after 4 years at the helm of the program, was accused of sexual harassment and other misconduct involving former cheerleaders. On April 11th, current and former cheerleaders said Knapp had never made sexual comments toward them, never threatened to pull scholarships, and never made them feel uncomfortable. An Overland Park man was taken into custody for child sex crimes stemming from Reno County. Jail records show 18-year-old Dakota Heaton was booked into the Johnson County Jail on Saturday. The Reno County attorney says he faces 2 charges of aggravated indecent liberties with a child, but they wouldn't release any more information. Now, Heaton is being held on a $35,000 bond. The Kansas Board of Nursing and Accreditation Commission for Education in Nursing, they've given full accreditation to the Dodge City Community College nursing program after conditions were met from a 2015 site visit. In the spring of 2015, Dodge City Community College had an accreditation site visit, and at the conclusion of the visit, the ACEN gave the program continued accreditation with conditions of submitting a follow-up report to be done in October of 2017. Now, one of the needed improvements was, for the first time, National Council Licensure Examination Pass Rate, wow, that's a mouthful, which is the number of students that pass the examination on their first try, which is the examination that all nurses must take in order to obtain a license to practice nursing. Now, in 2015, the first-time pass rate was 56%, which is below the expected pass rate by ACEN of 80%. Now, the passing rates for the nursing program in 2016 89%, and in 2017, 96%. A report card for any Kansas legislative session this time of year is incomplete, with a wrap-up session approaching, which starts on Thursday. Now, the problem this year is the incomplete grade may still be appropriate once lawmakers wrap up the wrap-up. The $500 million school funding fix law, signed into law by Governor Collier, will go to the Kansas Supreme Court later in the spring after legislators head home, wondering if their work, $500 million over 5 years to come into compliance with the court's funding edict, is done. Conservative lawmakers think the new funding figure is too much. Many Democrats think the court will kick the new price tag back to the State House as inadequate. Now, the state's consensus revenue estimating group on Friday, they released a revenue estimate of $533.8 million more than projected 5 months ago. That might help. U.S. District Judge Julie Robinson last week ruled Kansas Secretary of State Chris Kobach was in contempt of court for failing to comply with her orders in a lawsuit over the state's voter registration law. Robinson ordered Kobach to pay for attorney fees for litigating the contempt motion, with additional remedies to be determined later. Now, American Civil Liberties Union attorneys complained Kobach routinely defied a temporary injunction issued by Robinson back in 2016 to block enforcement of the state's proof of citizenship law. Kobach's office refused to update language on its website, suggesting that new voter applicants may not be able to vote after November 2016 elections. Kobach also failed to follow through on a promise to Robinson that counties would send postcards notifying voters they could participate in elections even if they failed to show a birth certificate or other documents when they registered. A day after the contempt hearing, Kobach said it was clear his office had bent over backward to comply with the judge's orders. And don't forget, today starts the annual spring cleanup week in Grant County. Grant County Transfer Station, it's going to be open all week from 8 to 5:30, including Saturday, the 28th. Now, you have any questions, you give them a call, 353-1069, and, as to what you can bring, tires, batteries, whatever. Any questions? Call them. All right, that's a look at some of the stuff that's happening out there. Going to be nice, going to be pleasant today, but we're in for a cool-up starting tomorrow. Be back with that right after this.
You're watching High Plains Today on TV 23 with host Chris Jewell. TV 23's internet service and 4G live streaming provided by United Wireless. Coverage you deserve. Service you expect. United Wireless.
Are you a Kansas college student considering a career in broadcasting? Well, listen up. If in the fall you'll be entering your junior or senior year at a Kansas 4-year college or your sophomore year at a Kansas 2-year college and are enrolled in a broadcast program, you may qualify for a scholarship from the Kansas Association of Broadcasters. Application deadlines May 1st. For details, go to kab.net and click on Student Services. Sponsored by the member stations of the Kansas Association of Broadcasters.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142. 40 million. That's the number of free phones still available and the number of how many Americans can still get prescriptions free.
Free could be wonderful.
That's why I'm still working at 77 years old to pay off my prescriptions.
I needed to have a prescription filled and I had to leave because I couldn't afford it.
Call now and see what's available for you. Free prescriptions. Over 10 million people get prescriptions free, and the program has expanded so another 40 million can. Free dental. Over 15,000 dentists have provided over $330 million in free dental work. Free cell phones. 40 million free cell phones are still available with free minutes and more.
Free cell phone would change my life right now because it is something I cannot afford to get.
Medical supplies like back braces, knee braces, and diabetic supplies may be covered too. The free RX Plus hotline has saved callers over $12 million on their prescription costs. These free programs are now available to 40 million more people. Call now.
Now, the local weather forecast for the High Plains.
Lots of sunshine out there today. Got a few high clouds way out there as we look over metropolitan downtown Sublette. Okay, 60 degrees here at the station, 53% relative humidity. Southwest winds, pretty pleasant. 4. Barometric pressure is falling. Looking at today, we're going to have lots of sunshine. Look at this, 60s all around the area. You got 66 at Medicine Lodge, the low in Garden City and Liberal and Perryton, 61. Looking at the current dew points, everybody about the 50, a little higher the further east we go. They got a little more precipitation than we got, but we did get some. But don't get, a little complacent on this because it's not going to take long to dry out with these high winds because this was not a drought buster and we could have some fire dangers back up there. Looking at the wind speeds out there, everything out of the south-southwest, a little over to the east, north-northeast, not bad, not a lot of wind. All right, looking at the highs and lows as recorded at the Garden City Regional Airport. Got 59 yesterday. Look at that record back in 1981, 100. 33 was the overnight low, 25 back in 1982. Again, Garden City, we had about 1,200. It's a little more precipitation down around Liberal. They had 3/4. The further east you went around the Meade, Ashland area, they had even a little more. Wichita, they got well over an inch. All right, here's what we've got in store for today. Pretty uneventful, 71 for the high. Our normal this time of year, 70. So we're right there. South-south winds, south-southwest winds at 9, 45 for the overnight low. Winds are going to switch around the southeast at about 11. Tomorrow, now, there is a 40% chance of precipitation. It's not going to amount to much. I think Liberal, if you see any precipitation up through Garden City, you may see about a 1/10 of an inch. But the further east you go past Dodge City, you can see 1/4 of an inch or more. High tomorrow, though, with that front coming through, 57. Winds are going to be out of the east-southeast, switching around to the north at 24. And then tomorrow night, it's going to be a little chillier. Chance of precipitation still hanging around, 36 for the overnight low. Winds will still be out of the north. Then as we head into the week, you can see we're still going to be a little cool on Wednesday, but then we start to climb as the week goes on. Look at that. We get to Sunday, we're going to be back up to 80. All right, that's a look at the weather. Stick around. I'll be back with Michael. We're going to talk Boy Scouts, all kinds of stuff right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway? When we were kids, things were much simpler. Trading one thing for another was something we did at school on a daily basis. As a kid, you didn't have the cash resources to get things you wanted, but you still managed through barter. In today's economy, not every business has the cash required to grow effectively. Prospecting is difficult and time-consuming, leading you to believe things like, I don't have cash to entertain my clients and prospects. There is no money for marketing and advertising, or fixing my work truck, for a new website, social media, printing cards and brochures, mass mailers, accounting, taxes, bookkeeping, consultants, PC repair, dental, radio, TV, legal, alarm system, catering, mechanical, parking, office equipment repair, electricians, networking, medical bills, website, graphic designers, PCs, iPhones, Macs, headshot, plumbing, mechanics, signage, sales training, landscaping, surveillance cameras, leaking roof, and the list goes on. Realizing that running a business can be expensive, many owners and managers have tried to exchange their goods and services for something that they need. Sometimes it works out well. But focusing on trying to make a direct trade is not the best use of your time. Barter exchange takes that struggle away and allows your business to utilize trade in the form of a one-to-many scenario, as opposed to trading directly with another business. We act as a brokerage and marketing firm for companies to grow their business. We can help match businesses to each other with the best fit possible, even if it doesn't mean trading directly with each other. Okay, but how do we keep track of our trade dollars? You can also consider us like a bank, but instead of using cash currency, we utilize barter exchange dollars.
At Midwest Barter, better barter means better business for all of us. You can use Midwest Barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash.
You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV 23.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. Heck, you could earn your degree while wearing your PJs or while eating BLT with your baby, because you don't go to college. College goes to you. Complete your courses around your schedule. That's independence. That's Independence University. No alarm clocks, no snoring roommate, no loud parties keeping you up all night, no note on your door telling you to sleep somewhere else. Instead, learn online at Independence University. Get your degree, but keep your life. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate. Learn online from professional instructors with real work experience. You get professional support in school and employment assistance when you graduate. Independence U, for an independent you.
1-800-234-3025.
Welcome back. I'm joined in studio by my favorite Boy Scout, Mr. Michael Stewart. He is the Scout Executive and CEO, Santa Fe Trail Council, Boy Scouts of America. Right?
Yes.
Good. All right. How are you today?
I'm doing good.
Good. You know, it wasn't that long ago you were down here, but we're talking about a whole different deal today, aren't we?
We are.
All right. Because you got coming up, now, we kind of touched on it just a little bit last time you were here, but the Boy Scouts now are going to admit girls.
That is correct. That is correct.
And the biggest reason is, now does it have anything to do with the why of scouting?
Well, the why of scouting, it does. The why of scouting is everything to do with positive character development. And so we've had a lot of families all across the country ask, well, if my son is involved in scouting, can my daughter get involved to get the same positive character development? And the answer is yes. And so we've begun with the Cub Scout program. And on February 1st, 2019, the 11-year-old program will start. And so a lot of our current packs and troops are lining themselves up to be ready to accept a new level of membership.
All right. So now, and to be clear, he did say the girls are going to get the same things the boys get.
The same thing.
Only it's not going to be co-ed.
No,
right?
it's not. No.
You're going to have girl troops and you're going to have boy troops, right?
That is correct. And they'll have their own leaders. And so we have set everything up in that organizational pattern.
This is kind of cool. This is kind of a big step, isn't it?
It is. It is.
But it's a good step.
It is. And, child development people have worked with the National Office of the Boy Scouts on this to say that children learn best when they're in the same single gender activity. And so girls will be in Cub Scout dens. Girls will be in Scout troops.
Okay, so and that starts this coming February on the 1st.
For the 11-year-old program.
Okay,
the current Cub Scout program, we are having girls currently joining packs from as far away from where we are now here in Meade, all the way up to Garden City and other communities out here. So the process has begun.
You're getting after it, aren't you?
We are. We are. And we really are excited.
A lot of big things going on.
We do. We have a lot of things to offer families.
When Leslie, you and I were talking about that, this is a thing where that really, if they have a young man living and he's gotten away from scouting, and mom and dad and they got little sisters coming up, now it's something that the brother and the sister, the whole family can do, right?
That's right. They all go one night and do their scouting. But one of the unintended consequences of us moving in that direction is we've had brothers come back to the program because their sister has joined.
That's a plus.
It's a very big plus for them to come back and want to join the program that they were active in.
Are you guys getting the Boy Scouts, now you're going out on this deal, you're allowing girls to come in. Mm-hmm. Are you getting any pushback on this at all? A little, maybe? What did the Girl Scouts think about it?
Well, the Girl Scouts, I think, are an organization that if you're looking for that type of program, they're still out there offering it. What our particular families are looking for is, of course, positive character development we talked about. But the other thing that they really want is they want an opportunity to do scouting as a family and also enjoy the outdoor activities that we have that are at our various camps. And we have 2 camps, one in Ford County called Mandan that we use a lot for weekends. Right. And then, of course, our big camp over in Colorado called Spanish Peaks.
Yeah,
And
that's
families
the
use
big
that.
one.
That is the one, yeah. And that's currently open, to our members of our program.
Okay. So this goes, I mean, when the scout law of trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, blah, 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 blah. Now, the girls are going to learn all this too, right?
They do. And a couple of years ago, Cub Scouts moved to repeat the Scout Oath and Scout Law. So everybody has the same oath that they now repeat. It used to be various ones for programs, but the Boy Scouts have realized that the 52 words between those two groups of the oath and the law, boys who are in Cub Scouts can handle it just as well as Scouts, as well as our high school program ventures.
Okay, so now, and you're talking about families being able to get out and do scouting and that type. Now, that's going to lead us into your new little deal right here, Passport to Adventure, right?
That's correct.
You're
That's
the only,
correct.
and this is a new program that you guys came up with.
Yes.
Nobody else, don't be copying this, other scouting councils that are watching this. Or call Michael and ask him. But yeah, this is this passport, and it looks just like a passport. It's got all these different things in it, and they go to these things and get stamps, just like you would on a passport?
That's correct. When they go to the different activities, they get a stamp, and at the end of the program year, for this particular passport will be this next November, then their name gets put into a big pot, and we draw prizes. But the real thing that's success to this is that every family who's a member of the Boy Scout program receives their passport, and they actually take this all year long as they go along and get their stamps in it. And so if families are looking for a planned program, it's in their hands.
Now, a lot of this stuff is going to happen over the summer too, right?
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
but now the first big thing is get Pinewood Derby, of course. And, can girls be in the Pinewood Derby now?
They can.
Perfect.
They can actually race cars.
All right. Okay. And then you have other things in here like the Akela Cub Camp.
Yes.
And then there's a day camp that'll be, and it's going to be local.
Yes.
And all the
some of our
around the
activities
council?
are actually local.
Okay.
That will be real close to them.
All right. So that's a summertime thing. You don't know what to
is.
do with the kid. Ship them off to the day camp or the Cub Camp, right?
And participate.
All right. And then they get to go Spanish Peaks.
They do, and that's the whole family can actually go out there and participate in a 2.5-day event to where you're actually living on the mountain. We're about 8,500 feet on a 12,000-foot mountain.
You got all kinds of stuff. You got all
all
kinds of trails.
kinds of activities.
All kinds of stuff out there.
Yes, cooking and having lots of fun.
You have a Webelows Wood Camp. You have a Cub Mobile. Oh, you got a drive-in movie night.
We do, coming up this fall. You actually can bring your tent and camp overnight. We give you your little parking stall, and you spend the night, and you earn your patch. But besides that, you get a stamp in your passport.
And that'll be in Dodge City at the drive-in theater, right?
Yes, at the drive-in theater there.
The only drive-in theater I know anymore that exists.
That's all that's left.
Well, there may be another somewhere, but I'm not sure where it is. Are you?
No, I'm not.
Okay, and there's just all kinds of things to do. And then the Mandan Rendezvous, that'll be over at the camp in Ford County, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
and so what does that consist
That's a
of?
big family camp out where you can actually learn how to throw tomahawks, you shoot BB guns, you actually go fishing, and you participate in other family activities that really cause the weekend to be something real special for families.
Okay, so this is something that the Cub Scouts can do, and the girls. Now, what are we going to call the girls?
You know, there's a special day coming up. And
We don't know what it is yet?
It is May 1st, 2018. The National Office of the Boy Scouts are going to announce what the 11-year-old program name is going to be. And so if you ask me what it is, I don't know. It's probably the best kept secret right now.
All right, what about the younger girls? Do they have a name?
They'll be part of Cub Scouting.
Okay, so they'll just be part of Cub Scouts.
That is correct.
All right, so doesn't matter. You're a Cub Scout.
Yes.
Boy or girl.
Yes.
This is not a co-ed program. So you want to get started in this, and you want to get this passport to adventure, you need to get in the Cub Scouts to find all this out, don't you?
Mm-hmm. That's true.
All right, because you get to, and again, this is the important part. If you have an older brother or a younger brother that wants to be in Scouts, you have an older or younger sister, bring them along because you can all be in Scouts now, right?
That's correct.
Now, you won't be in the same den, but you'll still be part of the
You'll do
Cub
scouting the same night everybody else does it.
So you're going to be just like the boys.
That's correct.
And the boys are going to be just like the girls. And they get to do all this outside stuff. They get to throw tomahawks and stuff too, don't they?
That's correct.
This is a cool deal, people. All right. All right. Michael, thanks.
Well, thank you.
This is interesting.
We appreciate you hosting us.
Stick around. I'll be back with some more right after this.
Watch these magnificent honeybees, staying busy pollinating the world and making honey while they do it. But these bees are suffering. The Wi-Fi in their hive is slow and buffers constantly. They struggle to watch their shows on Netflix and surf Pinterest. Bees hate that. So what do you do if you're a buffering bee? You switch to Pioneer Communications, who offer 50 megabit internet that's as sweet as honey. They've made the jump, and so can you. Pioneer Communications, your community connected.
Soldiers in the Army National Guard serve to give back to their country and communities. Their part-time commitment qualifies them for an array of benefits, such as affordable health and life insurance benefits, education benefits, including tuition assistance, student loan repayment, and GI Bill programs, a retirement plan based on part-time service, and VA home mortgages. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about all the benefits available in the Army National Guard.
Are you getting the most out of your Medicare plan? Are you sure? Many people with Medicare are eligible for plans that include extra benefits in addition to those found in original Medicare. Benefits like dental, vision, and prescription drug coverage. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free with no obligation to enroll. In addition to hospital and medical coverage, at no extra cost, you could also get coverage for prescription drugs, dental, hearing, vision, and more. In many areas, plans with benefits are available with $0 copays for many services, $0 monthly premiums, or $0 deductibles. That's hospital, medical, prescription drug, dental coverage, and more included in one plan with premiums that may be as low as $0 a month. Call now to see if you're eligible to enroll. The consultation is free and there's no obligation to enroll.
Call 1-800-521-3583. That's 1-800-521-3583.
Okay, this girls in the Boy Scouts thing, we're just going to start calling it scouting from now on. This is a cool deal. Get involved. Okay, you know what? The Royals, they kind of picked some things up. They beat the Tigers twice this weekend. Had a slew of home runs yesterday. I hope they didn't use them all up. They have today off before they head back to Kansas City. They've won a total of 5 games so far this year. And in the NHL, I'm sorry, Colorado Avalanche eliminated yesterday by the Predators, and Philadelphia eliminated by Pittsburgh. All right, let's take a last look at our weather. It's 60 degrees out. Still, relative humidity, still 52%. Winds have picked up just a little bit there out of the south at 8, but it's going to be a lovely day, people. Barometric pressure is hanging in there steady right now. All right, we got a chance of precipitation tomorrow. And we're going to cool off for the next couple of days. Go out and have a great day, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Keep up to date with the latest information from TV23 on our Facebook page, KDGL TV.
Hi, I'm Nick Baumgartner, owner of Midwest Barter Exchange.
So what is barter anyway?
Midwest Barter helps you trade what you have for what you really need. You can use Midwest barter dollars to purchase hundreds of products for your business or personal use without the use of cash. You can even trade for TV advertising right here on KDGL TV23. Find out more on our website or call 785-383-4965.
When you have credit card debt, the debt suckers, high rate and high pay, never leave you alone.
Debt is really sucking the life out of them. He's picking up the phone.
Oh, no, not consolidated credit.
With one call, they can lower their credit card rates.
And consolidate their bills into one low payment.
They'll pay off their debt in no time.
Call Consolidated Credit now.
Because debt sucks.
Call 1-800-380-8565. That's 800-380-8565. Call now.
College is great, but before you enroll, which do you think is a better way to earn your degree? Live on campus in a dorm where you can't sleep, with a roommate you can't stand, attend lectures that you can't hear, with cafeteria food that you can't eat, or learn online at Independence University. On the porch with your puppy, in the kitchen with your kitten, on your bed with your bunny, your campus is wherever you want it to be. That's Independence University. And you'll also get a laptop and tablet to use in school, and you can keep them when you graduate.
1-800-274-8142.
You want to feel connected, informed, included, inspired. So when important things happen, we're here, your local TV and radio broadcasters. America's #1 source for news, weather, and information on every screen in your life. We are broadcasters, always here for you, wherever here may be. Text TV to 52886. Tell Washington local stations matter.
Portions of TV23's internet provided by SWKO Wireless Internet. Covering the high